Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another evening in the Madhouse. Please excuse me while I sit here eating Hershey's chocolate. It's the best chocolate in the world. My name is Uncle Strange, and welcome to the Madhouse. I'm going to play some more Isaac. Taking it easy the week before Hitman 2 comes out. Hello, Tanya. Welcome back. You are the first one in the chat today. Yes, you were. I know you were. Hello. Hello. Alright, well. I don't know if anybody else is coming in, but we're going to play some more Isaac. Yes, yes. Hershey's Kisses, the best stuff ever. See? Look at that. Yum. Straight up Hershey's milk chocolate. No bullshit inside it, just straight chocolate. That stuff is the best stuff ever. Sadly yet though, Hershey's does not make handcuff shake. Oh. This is his Hazel, he can fly. Although his range is, as you can see, up there. Teasing me. Absolutely. Hashtag absolutely. Because chocolate. Yeah, just walk right through the fire. There's the karma. Tinted rock. Are you kidding? Cube of meat from, I think that was Envy? I don't know. CM Retro Gaming is here in the Madhouse. What is up, sir? How's it going? How's work? How's life? How's things? Stuff and things. Check out that oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful stroke of good luck. This game is so accommodating for me. I love it. Get some food. CM Retro is getting food. I hope you bring enough for everybody. Keep the shop waiting for Fallout to launch next week because beta slots. Yeah, and we will not see you again in the Madhouse because A, you'll be working, or B, you'll be falling out. All over Western Virginia. You ever wanted them to make a Fallout game in a really interesting state? Like, I don't know, Delaware? I'm in Delaware. Nebraska, they can get all children to the corn. That particular vault will be like this weird kind of You get to play Thursday, so yeah, see? Make one for Oklahoma. We'll call it the Fallout Praying Hands Edition. Heard a rumor too, by the way. Fallout 76 is just something to keep you all occupied until Fallout 5 comes out. You can barely hear me over the music? Huh, okay. Strange, but okay, let's go. Yeah, she's pretty loud. Okay, hang on. Let's dial her back a bit. How's that? See, now you heard that. Fallout, Hickville, Redneck, Bass Backwards. Yeah, you heard that. I like my idea of the Praying Hands edition. Crap. Let's run into the fire. Guano and roasted bat wings for dinner. Excuse me. Can you hear me any better, dear? This sucks. This is really bad. And me with no keys. Damn it. Yeah, what nobody knows is there is a mobile vault built beneath the praying hands. Those praying hands are just there. Underneath those hands are the outstretched arms of a giant vault made to resemble power armor. It can house up to 1,000 people. I could play Outlast. I really could give it a try. Do you know what? I might do some reading on it. Just to, you know. Whoa. Oh, that's a... There we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, look at you with your PJs. Not much for a devil deal. Sonic Warrior Gaming, welcome to the Madhouse. Making Oklahoma sound awesome now. Well, from the way you talk about it, something's gonna make it sound awesome. I don't know, just imagine this gigantic mech of a mobile vault beneath those praying hands. I mean, what other possible reason could there be for those hands? Because which politician in this world would waste their money, the taxpayers' money, on giant praying hands? And stop losing your hit points, stupid. I swear Keith Richards is gonna come beat the crap out of me with his guitar. Vinny, what's going on, man? How's it going? Vinny is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny has entered the building. Oh, come on! And there is no... There's no spirit arts. Where? Oh, there's one. Okay, good. Got 2 left. It's on a... What? Well, yeah, I know the Bible Belt. I know. That's why I mentioned Nebraska and Children of the Corn. I think they're somewhere near there, isn't it? Hezekiah, the 12-year-old preacher. In the town where they killed all the adults in the Stephen King story. Because, you know, God told them to do something like that. It's on a religious school group's ground. Oh, okay. I typo like a boss. Absolutely. But just out of curiosity. Hidden Game Room, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Some great pickup videos lately. Tanya, just out of curiosity. You're telling me that it's on a religious school group's grounds. Okay. In Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right. Now, I'm not one to question the dealings of others because really it has nothing to do with me. But wouldn't you think that money would be better spent on things like, oh, I don't know, books for the kids, maybe? Possibly? We got a dime, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought I'd be so excited to see a dime in my entire life. We're gonna get the hell out of Dodge, because, you know. Can't believe it, Hidden Game Room. I haven't seen you in many, many minutes, sir. Whoa! Oh, awesome. Sure, yeah, why not? Let's do that. Okay. Down the hole. Vinny's chilling and waiting for Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grimwald next Saturday. The first of those movies, that first movie, that was awesome. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It was a great movie. Maybe I'm speaking literary heresy, but I like that better than I did the Harry Potter movies. I wouldn't say the Harry Potter movies were a complete waste, but I'm saying that Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander was much better. See, Robert Englund said he wants to play Freddy one more time with Heather Langenkamp. That would be epic, sir. I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy. That would be amazing. I did not hear that. Where did you hear that, sir? You bring me the most interesting of news every time you come in here. Oh, I don't want you either. Go away. We get our key back for that. Little Chad and his worthless item he's gonna give me. We get a bomb out of that fella. Oh, yes. Thank you. Holy shot. Don't even care. Just give me the angel. I don't even care if he kills me right now. Boom. The question mark card. You know, we have to go to the shop. We have to find the shop. Oh my god, to get me started, people here. Huge 10 Commandments were on state capitol grounds, taxpayers' dollars. Someone ran into them, so to replace Baphomet was suggested. Baphomet? Can you explain that word, please? B-A-P-H-O-M-E-T? Make sure it's not a typo or something. That is the most ridiculous thing ever. You want to know something? I prefer to keep the madhouse completely non-denominational. I don't care who comes in here. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care what your religion is. I enjoy all things theological, philosophical, religious, all kinds of stuff like that. You know? At one point in my life, I completely agreed in a set of science fiction novels. I believed in them as if they were the Gospels. You know, I wasn't crazy about it or anything, but I don't understand why people do some of the things they do. Oh! Are you serious? A goat head. Satan. The Big Santa. Mega Stan. Okay. That's fun. Let's put that on state capitol grounds. Question for you. Another question. They had the 10 Commandments and then later suggested, because somebody ran into the Commandments tablet, they just suggested the goat. Alright? Old-timey law, a long time ago, wasn't there something set to protect the world or the society from the way it is? Keeps church and state separate? Is that not how it's supposed to be? I mean, forgive me, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Like I said, I don't care what your religion is. I try to make sense of everything. So, basically because of that church and state thing, why spend the money to put something of such biblical proportions on state capital land?
Question mark.
No, you don't. That's right. Is that the tonsil? Yes. That is the tonsil. That is the tonsil, ladies and gentlemen. Separation of church and state. The state cannot get involved in the church's business. And the church cannot try to run the state. I know how it is. Silly humans. Yeah, I agree. You know, another thing I find really interesting is the old school religion of Shintoism. I think it's very cool. Like I said, I myself am non-denominational. I don't know what to believe. I don't know who to believe. Well, for all I know, we could have been put here by a bunch of freaking Mr. Greys, man. Like, you know, the movie Men in Black could have it right, and some alien out there is playing marbles with the galaxy, you know? Tanya's got it right. She believes in chocolate and drawing. That's perfect. That is the ultimate religion. Myself, it's video games, comic books. I got a friend of mine who believes that anything that was ever created, drawn, movies, written, books, whatever, he believes that they really happened. In sort of a parallel universe. I wouldn't call it his religion, per se, but he wholeheartedly believes it. Oh, get out of town, man. He wholeheartedly believes. Take, for example, Stephen King novels. King's novels, for the most part, take place on Earth. But they aren't always of our indigenous Earth. They're like parallel Earths, you know? Sometimes the town of Derry, for instance, is completely made up. It's completely fictitious. So, but he believes that somewhere over the rainbow there is a parallel world where the town of Derry exists. Pennywise the Clown exists. Vinny. We all know that we're descendants of Jedi. Perfect, Vinny. Perfect. $14 minutes. Can I finish the next 2 levels in less than 5? No tinted rocks. Oh, no, you don't. Get absolutely nothing for my troubles. I want to go where my crazies live. Me too. Can I have gainful employment there? I'll be a translator. Hey, maybe there's a secret room here. Thank you. If I had the dark bomb, that would be amazeballs. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Hashtag Yipsy Yipsy. Favorite horror movie? That's a tough one, man. Every Halloween I watch the movie Trick or Treat. That's the one where the young lad yells at his dad to help him with the eyes and Charlie Brown's an asshole. Freddy vs. Jason was okay, but I was very disappointed, but I was glad that that it went the way it is. Tanya's is Hellraiser. She wishes that Pinhead was real and her boyfriend, he would be her boyfriend. Favorite horror movie? I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, we don't need the 20-sided dice. It's completely useless. Although it's probably better for me than the yellow remote. What am I gonna do with that crap? Favorite horror movie? You know what? Anybody who knows me is gonna laugh at me, but I can't think of one off the top of my head except for Ravenous. Actually, that makes 2 of them then. If there's certain things in the world that make my skin crawl. And y'all can laugh at me if you want. I don't like caterpillars. I don't like them. I used to like them as a kid. I don't like them now. I think they're horrendous, nasty little creatures, okay? And so caterpillars give me the willies. Cannibalism makes my skin crawl. Okay, and don't mess with people's faces. That whole bit from The Matrix when Keanu Reeves says he wants a phone call, you know, and what's his name? Agent Smith. I can't remember the dude's name. Hugo Weaving is his name. Okay. He says, "How can you make a phone call if you can't speak?" And Keanu Reeves' mouth slowly disappears, although it looks like Swiss cheese when he tries to open it, it looks like mozzarella cheese when he tries to open it. It's disgusting. It really wigs me out. And cannibalism just messes with me. Tanya, I don't care if you're offended. Caterpillars are horrendous creatures, and they all need to just go away. Okay? If butterflies and moths weren't so pretty, I would, yeah, that would be... okay with me. To have them all just go away. See, I grew up in a town called Bowmanville, Ontario. And we had like streets lined with apple trees. Now you would think, oh, this is great. That's wonderful. You know, but it wasn't the good kind of apple trees. They were disgusting crabapple trees, and every year these trees would be infested with tent caterpillars. Little, like, thousands of them. Prepubescent butterflies. Step on them all. Alright? Their green guts can stain the street. CM Retro, come back? That's awesome. Hey, buddy. Of course you are. Of course you are. But, so, the long and short of it is, the point I was trying to make is just what wigs me out. Right? I wouldn't say I'm caterpillar phobic or whatever you want to call that. But I don't like them. They set my teeth on edge. They're gross. And cannibalism is another one that, like I said. But it's weird that my favorite horror movies that I can think of off the top of my head would be Ravenous, starring Robert Carlyle. And, oh, look at that. If we can get enough, oh, for Pete's sake, I can't even think. If we can get enough life behind us, then we are definitely going after Mega Satan on this run. That would be absolutely beautiful. No! Come on, man. Soul Heart, thank you. Saving my bacon. Saving my bacon. Damn it! No, you don't. Key Piece 2, we're going to see Mega Satan if we can get there. Spiders make Vinny's skin crawl. Tanya's messing with me, of course you are. Scary ass movie I ever watched was The Crazies. Which one? The George Romero from the 70s or the remake? Weird to love bugs, except roaches. F-A-B-O-T-H-S. Do you want to translate that, please? Can you do that for me? He's a quick one, this fella. No! Ah, crap. Favorite actor? There's lots of them. I like Anthony Hopkins, Al Pacino, Tom Hanks, Justin Long. He's pretty cool. I loved him in Die Hard opposite Bruce Willis. A bunch of that horror. I'm sorry, I never heard it put quite like that. Roaches. Roaches, roaches, roaches. Let's see what we have. Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates is very cool. Sly Stallone. Yeah, he's all right. I think Stallone looks like he's got more plastic in him than a Toys R Us. He looks fake like John Travolta looked fake in that People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story show. No, I don't have it anymore. Boo. Alan Rickman, he's cool. Christian Bale, I've seen Bale in a lot of cool stuff, but I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites. He's a great Batman. He was great in the movie American Psycho. That's what 50 Shades of Grey should have been. A remake of American Psycho. Oh, yes, thank you. The Book of Shadows. There's so many... I don't know, man. To name one would be very difficult. You know? Yeah, just run into that bug. It's totally cool. Oh, now we got ball of bandages instead. That's cool. No spirit hearts yet from the tinted rocks. That's disturbing. Morgan Freeman is a wonderful actor. I agree there. Not that I'm telling you at any given point, if you say someone that I don't like, it would be wrong. Of course it wouldn't be wrong. I just don't agree. Okay, guys, here's a question for you from Movie Mania. I'm going to step out of here, and I'm going to go see a man about a horse for a second. But I'm going to leave you something to think about, okay? Morgan Freeman and all the other yummy dudes. I bet you really liked Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson in Bucket List, didn't you? You really liked that, didn't you, Tanya? Anyway, I'm gonna ask you this question, and then I'm gonna stop looking at chat. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the potty, and we'll check out your answers when I return. All right? Is there any point in movie history where a sequel has surpassed in quality, not box office makings, but in quality, where the sequel has actually been better than the original movie? Anywhere in movie history. Okay? In your opinion. And we will compare and contrast our answers when I return momentarily. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello! Hello, hello! What have I missed since I left? Let's go back in the chat. I see a roaming Dan has entered. And a Perp McFlirt has entered. Hey, Perp. Hey, Dan. Perp. Perp. If I pronounce that properly. Dan, I'm here. Here we are. Damn right, man. I had to go. Alright, so the question has been asked. In movie history, in your opinion, have any movies, sequels, surpassed their original in quality? Now let's see what you all had to say. Of course, Tanya says Hellraiser 2. I agree. Okay. Vinny, okay, The Dark Knight, I'll give you. Rocky 2, I'll give you. The OG Spider-Man 2, I'll give you, but I hate Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker after watching both Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield as the Webhead. But Civil War, Avengers, Infinity Wars, and like those movies, they're more of a continuation, kind of. Iron Man 3, I disagree with. I don't think Iron Man got any better than the first one. Okay, so what else? What else? Die Hard 2? Nah, you know... Okay, Die Hard 2 I disagree with, but I think Die Hard 3 was better than the original 2. Except that guy, I think his name's Dennis Franz, okay? Die Hard 2, the security guard from the airport named Dennis Franz. He's awesome. He was great. And his cousin Vito or whatever. Remember that guy in Die Hard 2? Vito actually played Harvey Bullock in Batman the Animated Series years later. You think Finding Dory was better than Finding Nemo? I agree in the fact that Ed O'Neill played an octopus, and that's awesome. Madagascar 3, that could very well be. I'm not a big fan of those movies. I'll have to watch. I haven't seen it. The first two were balls, the third was gold. Those two movies were literally the same. Go watch side by side play. Which movies were both the same? How about the best trilogy in movie history? Well, I would... For me, the best trilogy in movie history isn't even really a trilogy at all. Okay. The best trilogy in movie history for me, one of them would be the Cornetto trilogy, of course. Starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Okay, some people would say Star Wars, some people would say Lord of the Rings. Some people would say the Godfather trilogy. That was an instance where, oh yeah, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Okay, I got you. I think the Godfather Part 3 was a waste of time. I think the Godfather 1 and 2 were amazing. But what about Alien versus Aliens? Okay. The Nolan Batman trilogy, definitely one of the contenders. Huge fan of the Nolan Bat trilogy. Oh, you pain in the asses. Give me a bomb. Lockdown. Of course we get a lockdown. Why wouldn't we? Bombs or keys would be great. Lockdown again. Yera. We're gonna take that bomb. Take the bomb. The Godfather. Okay, I like Al Pacino. I love Al Pacino. I love the Godfather movies, so it gets a pass to an extent. Okay? It gets a pass to an extent. Damn it! But that's it. It's not a bad movie, but when you consider its heritage, you know, the Godfather parts 1 and 2, its family tree, if you will, it just doesn't live up to the other two. Come on. And we're dead again. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get a win on the. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get a win on this game in the stream. This is enough to drive anybody to the madhouse. The Human Centipede, Tanya. I'm gonna pretend I saw that with my bad eye. Those movies, I've watched a lot of crap in my life. Twisted stuff. Okay, listen. Listen. If you like twisted shit, I mean, if you really like twisted stuff, then you need to watch the Human Centipede. Me, I was recommended the Human Centipede by a friend that I met in the middle of a game. Right? We used to message each other over the PlayStation Network and talk about movies and crap like that. But yeah, he said, "Oh, you gotta watch this," and I watched it, and I was like, "Nope, not again. Nope, nope, nope." Twisted stuff. You haven't seen half the internet. The Human Centipede and half the internet shows me that the human race truly is a bunch of twisted motherfuckers. I mean, we're just not right. Worst movie ever made, that is an argument that I'm not sure if I want to get into. I don't know. I would say, you know, the Human Centipede belongs in that category, but others would not. One man's trash is another's treasure. Has anyone in this room ever seen Meet the Feebles? That was terrible, but it was great at the same time. Some would say the original Evil Dead was crap, but some would say it's the best movie ever made. Evil Dead 2, in my opinion, isn't where another sequel that surpassed the original. Xanadu I've never seen. What do you mean you're what WTFing out loud? So much for a library. Batman and Robin was pretty bad, yeah. I mean, who doesn't like Uma Thurman in a Poison Ivy outfit, but, you know. I'm a huge fan of the Batman animated films. I'm one of the people that waited and waited and waited for years for The Killing Joke to be released. And I walked away from The Killing Joke going, that was almost crap. I was very disappointed. Freddy's Dead was hilarious, although it did kind of suck, yeah. I loved when Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold showed up out of nowhere. Ash and the Evil Dead was and remains a cinematic masterpiece. I haven't seen the TV show from Netflix. Ash and the Evil Dead. I've only seen the original 3 movies. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I thought it was 3:75 in the morning. Or not 3:75.
3:75 in the morning.
7:35. 7:56.
Is that what you were yelling about?
No, I bent my leg and it hurt really.
Oh, way to go. I had Amanda buy them for me because I wanted them.
Yeah, I panicked because I thought it was the morning and I thought it was going to be like the
That's funny. That happened to me once too.
Two of clubs.
Okay, what am I missing? Xanadu's pretty awful. Evil Dead 2 was amazing, but I preferred Army of Darkness. Oh yeah, for sure. Army of Darkness was great. Jason Goes to Hell is awful. Halloween Resurrection. I like Jason Goes to Hell, Vinny. Halloween 4 and 5 and 6 were good. Resurrection Blue. Bruce Campbell fits into the hot old man club for Tanya. The movie from Hell with Justin Long was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. The dad jokes are thick in the room. Aw, come on, man. I love dad jokes.
Degas.
Yay. Okay, Temperance and the Fool. We'll stick with the Fool. Do. Hi. You have your rabbit in the pocket?
It's a cat.
Oh, I can't see. Black on black.
This is blue.
I can't see. I'm sitting in a room, in an almost dark room, playing video games. Okay, go away. I don't want to talk to you. Hot. Mm-hmm. Hot old men, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Seed of Chucky was awful. Yeah, but you know what was worse? Cult of Chucky was definitely awful. You know what I find really funny though? The voice of Chucky, I believe, was Brad Dourif. Okay, let's go check that out.
When are you streaming?
9. There's the original Child's Play. Yeah, Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, and he also played Charles Lee Ray from the Child's Play franchise. Okay. But what was really cool is the fact that in the Rob Zombie Halloween movies from 2007 and up, the two that he did, Sheriff Brackett was played by Chucky, Brad Dourif. Yay, we get a Spirit Heart. Bruce Campbell's probably the best B-movie actor ever, in my opinion. Yes, Dan, I completely agree. Yes, Bruce Campbell got his start in B-movies. Greatest ring announcer ever. Look at the Spider-Man movie, okay? No, we're not talking about Jerry Seinfeld in the B-movie. Do you like jazz? Sorry. The main character was a cut-up in a badly puppeted one. Pete Cornball. Absolutely. You're talking about Child's Play, right? Yeah. I mean, they're terrible, but I respect them for what they are. But even with the overall bad quality of the Child's Play movies, okay, see, Cult of Chucky was absolutely the worst one. Okay, we'll take the head of Krampus. And the hermit. The hermit! Herman's hermit! We didn't go into the room, and we have a key now. We have to go get the key. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We're on it. Okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright.
Why are there just so many things with alright here?
That's Matthew McConaughey, that one.
I know, but the other one.
Bunch of lawbreakers up in there. I don't know. I have no idea because I don't follow popular music.
Dad, it's a song from like the 80s.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Best B actor is Tom Hardy. Hey, listen, man. I wouldn't call Tom Hardy a B actor. Seriously. And I haven't seen Venom yet, so no spoilers, please. Most people hated it, so I'm sure I'll love it to pieces. Well, it's got to be better than the original Spider-Man movies anyway. What level of cinema judgment? What are you talking about, perp? There is no judgment in here. I don't mind opinions. We don't need that. Cinema judgment. You want to talk about like a what the heck moment? I will tell you about a what the heck moment. Okay. A long time ago, my friend showed me a movie called Meet the Feebles. It's kind of like a bad Muppet Show movie, and it's like there was one scene where a puppet of a cow was making a porno movie with the puppet of a shrimp, and it's a terrible movie, but it's probably funny as heck if you dig that kind of humor. But as I'm talking about what the heck moments, alright, when you the moment you realize that the director of Meet the Feebles went on to make movies like the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy. You might be slightly disappointed. Maybe. Maybe. But you know what, man? Sometimes some people in the world think that Mallrats was a bad movie. I do not. I disagree. I think Mallrats was a great movie. wasn't very good quality. And it starred Shannon Doherty, and which I really don't. I wouldn't say I don't like her, but I met her once, and I'm not a big fan. I wouldn't really say she's mean either.
Ungrateful.
Ungrateful would be a proper word. Yeah.
Sassy.
If you think it's going to be better than the original 3 Spidey movies, I'm afraid you're in for some disappointment. Okay, let me amend that statement then, okay? Perp? Did you see the original rated R movie? Which one? Which original rated R movie? Okay, Spider-Man starring Tobey Maguire was good for its time, but it didn't age well. Okay, the second one was amazing. I love Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. Okay, but the third one killed it. All right, the third one was terrible. It did not turn out the way that Sam Raimi wanted it to be. The studio got a hold of it and they killed it. Venom was not needed in that film. Alright? But at some points, like Thomas Hayden Church did a wonderful job as the Sandman. I thought he was great. Okay? And as far as the Venom movie goes, well, you know, maybe it's great, maybe it's terrible. The critics are certainly saying that it's terrible. Most of the internet is saying that it's a terrible movie, and it could very well be. I don't do movie reviews myself. Wow. I suddenly regret getting Pisces. Mallrats was awesome. Thanks, Dan. Fly, fat ass, fly. Damn, that guy's faster than Walt Flanagan's dog. Hardy shot most of Venom in an R-rated workspace. When they switched the rating from all the parents being pitching, they cut a lot of it out. Well, then I hope that I someday get to see the original director's cut, the R-rated version. I sincerely hope so. They could have got anybody in Spider-Man 3 to play Venom, and they got Topher Grace. What was Topher Grace's biggest accomplishment up to that point? Playing Eric Foreman on that 70s show? Come on. I don't know. Ask Sony why they got him to play Venom. Well, they kind of do and they kind of don't these days, because if not for Sony and Marvel, there would be no Tom Holland playing Spider-Man in Homecoming and such. Somewhat. There's a bunch of it in the fridge.
Okay.
Go ahead and eat it. $80 million opening weekend. That's not bad. Not bad. Look, move stuff. Nope, big blue bowl. Second shelf, I think. No, because I can't, and we're kind of genetically linked like that. No, it's not. Any film with as much hype as that as it had would. Once the wool was pulled, look at those numbers. Well, you know, I don't know. I see, that's the thing, man. Perp, I go to the theater maybe a couple of times a year. I go see the comic book movies, and I go see the Bond movies, And very occasionally something else. Maybe once or twice a year I go to the theater. Because you know what? I think that the theater is an overpriced institution. Where you pay $15 for a bag of popcorn and a pop at the multiplexes in the city. I respect your opinion. I'm just saying everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Make PG-13 Venom and make it work. That's the thing. Like, I don't want anybody arguing in here. You know? And movies, maybe movies are kind of a volatile subject, but I love them. I love them. I love them all to a certain extent. Every movie is redeeming. Like, I'll tell you, one of my other favorite movies, something you wouldn't even expect. Alright? You listening? The World's Fastest Indian. Sounds like a racist title. It isn't. It is a great movie starring Anthony Hopkins, and it's a true story about a motorcycle called an Indian. And it's a wonderful movie. And I highly recommend it to anybody who has an interest in it. Anybody, period. And, well, you get to see Anthony Hopkins pee on a lemon tree, so that's kind of neat. Superheroes are played out and being exploited for parent-kid revenue, just like everything else we love. Absolutely. Perp, I agree with you there. To a certain extent. As long as the source material is respected. It's just, it's big business right now. You know? It really is. Back in 1989, when Burton made the first Batman film, people were like, what? It was huge. How are superhero movies played out? He simply means, Vinny, that everybody and their dog is getting into the business. Okay? That started many, many moons ago. The first ever comic book film I ever watched was Howard the Duck. I didn't even know it was a comic book film. But big budget comic book film with 1989 Batman. Thank you, Dan. Slick cooler heads prevail, guys. Come on. We're talking about movies here. Things that are universally loved by just about everybody. Line the pockets of the big wigs. Think they can reach into our wallets for nostalgia dollars and make them think. They do that. That sort of thing is all over the place. That's not just in the movies. I mean, we're all guilty of it. I mean, how many of us went out there and bought a mini NES, for example? Right? I thought it was a great idea, but it appealed to those of us who lived in the era of the early to mid 80s up to the early 90s. And they wanted to make money off of it. And then I'll tell you something right now, okay? The mini NES was good and bad. In the fact that, and then what Nintendo did afterwards. I mean, the fleecing of the general public was not cool. Everybody went and bought up, the scalpers bought up the biggest control of the mini NES and then sold them for ridiculous prices. right? And those people, those guys were the ones that cashed in on the nostalgia box. But then Nintendo discontinued them for so long because of the Switch. Are you going to tell me that they didn't think they could make money on the Switch and on the mini Nintendo? I disagree. I think they would make money hand over fist because the Switch was the first Nintendo console in a long time to do as well as it did. They still haven't mastered their old position from the 80s with the NES and the Super Nintendo. But, you know. Your outlook isn't developed enough to form a meaningful confusion, roaming tandem. Misconstrue. Hey, easy now. Easy now. Don't be like that. That's not cool. Take it easy, okay? But enough of that. This isn't the place for that sort of, you know, I didn't want this to talk like that. Republish that? Maybe. And all I'm saying is just from here on, okay, just be cool. There's no need to talk to, you know, say that to Dan. Don't do that. Just be cool. This is the one thing that I don't like about the internet. Inevitably, people are going to disagree. Okay. But, you know, don't. That's not cool, dude. Danny's a cool dude. I appreciate everybody that supports the Madhouse. You know, Danny's a cool dude. He's a friend. And don't, you know, don't hurt people like that. You know, I don't need that. You don't need that. And Dan doesn't deserve that. Vote. Was there a vote somewhere? I'm definitely not going to get all political and stuff today. Not today. Oh. Well, we're just not going to... We're not going to get into that debate today. Not in the Madhouse. Nope. Nope. Well, that's a debate that does not belong in my stream. No. No, that's a debate that I certainly don't want to have. Trying hard to be courteous. Could have been a lot harsher. Yeah, well, I don't really... it makes me uncomfortable, okay, when we get into, like... When people's tempers start to flare up even a bit. It just makes me uncomfortable because that's not what I want for this place, you know, for my little corner of the internet. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I absolutely believe that. What bothers me is you know, it all starts innocently enough, as I'm sure you're aware. Next thing you know, you got people swearing and screaming and, you know. And I'm dead again. Carly, how's it going? The lady that made me choke on my coffee yesterday. Welcome back to the madhouse. Things have been interesting in here, to say the least. Laundry all day, legs are on fire. Roaming Dan, how's the day been treating you? Doing laundry all day. Wow. That's commitment. I mean, I know everybody needs clean clothes for sure, so it needs to be done all day. That is commitment. Favorite open world game? We Strange chiming in with Skyrim. Yeah, I definitely survived it. I was like, oh my god. My favorite open world game? Open world like Batman Arkham City open world, or open world like GTA Red Dead open world? Well, yeah, kinda. Is it really open world if you let a person go anywhere they want and call it a sandbox, but only certain missions allow for the story to hello, Mike. What's going on, man? We had a rather heated, it got kind of emotional in here a little while ago, talking about movies. Vinny is very interested in people's favorite things today. He's feeling very passionate today. Like, I don't know. Open world, like, I get overwhelmed when it comes to open world games, because there's so much to do. We Strange has some good taste, Uncle. Glad you're doing all right. I'm doing great.
I got good taste.
Carly says you have good taste, child.
Thank you.
She says a wholehearted thank you. I myself, I like the idea of some of them. I love the idea of Fallout, but I just, I get overwhelmed. There's so much to do. Can't decide. But you can't decide. Like, I'm gonna go here. Oh, no, yeah. I'm not powerful enough to go to this place yet, but I'm gonna get my butt kicked anyway. That's not joy, that's frustration. A fine line, fine line between bravery and stupidity too, child. You're welcome. I only hate Uncle because he's crippled. I take my cues from God. He crippled Uncle for a reason, and I stand by his judgment. Wow, dude. Oh my God. My magic dude is just a big nose. No, Vinny, be cool, man. Mike, a magic historian. He's one of us, man. I mean, he's a cool dude with a weird sense of humor. Be cool. Come on, give me a good roll. Mom's wig would be good. I'll take that one, sure. Says me, Jay. Women and vegetables. Don't mess with me, man. God loves me. My body works. Wow. What are you doing? Yes, you. On the big TV? Turn it off. Uh-huh. Amanda's home. Jason, Vectrex, how are you? The hair is still here. You see? It's still here. To hate you, perp, and you're at least two of those. Wow, okay. I have not seen Cobra Kai yet. You have the remote in here, kid. We don't want that. Anyone in here seen the movie Popstar? Nope. Saw Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg, not Popstar. If you didn't know Perp is one of mine, I'm sure he's already caused you problems over here. He thinks highly of his thoughts for some unknown reason. Oh yeah, I've been in your stream lots of times, Mike, where Perp's been in there. Never stop stopping. What? Daddy long legs, one of my favorite items. Do 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 do. Ow. Oh, he did. Yeah, yeah. If you're familiar with The Lonely Island, Annie Samberg, it is genuinely hilarious and a gem that went overlooked. Andy Samberg, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I thought that was a funny little show. Daddy Longlegs has pulled my bacon out of the fire. In this game, I don't know how many times, Scarlett. gonna keep that. Ow. Ow. You don't even have a dad. Oh boy. Adam Sandler movie? I don't have a favorite Adam Sandler movie. Ask me what my favorite Adam Sandler production is, I'll tell you Grandma's Boy. That movie was funny. Pointless and ridiculous, but funny. My grandma drank all my pod. Holy cow, we're hemorrhaging life points again. Whoa. What are you whining about, kid? Make food. Good. Poor uncle just trying to have a nice stream. For a second I thought I truly despised criminals. Whoa. Now we need the dark bomb.
Wow, that's not a lot of rice at all.
Raptors fans, not a big basketball fan. I like sports fine. I don't follow too many of them. I like baseball. Baseball's fun. Can't play it for shit. You want to see something funny, you have to see me run the bases. That's hilarious.
I guess my
Pretend that people in your stream are your kids and you'll run this place like a... Is that what you do? Pretend they're your kids? Dead bird. With annoyed disdain. Your chat would be a lot more unruly if you didn't swear at it and roast it a lot. That's probably what keeps them in line, though. You ban people without a second thought. What? You're gonna unsub? Okay, let me help you with that. He just doesn't care. Bunch of savages. Bunch of savages in this town. No, I'm talking about the magic historian.
oh yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't know if Little Man's made it over there yet.
I don't think so. I don't know what's going on.
He said he was going to feed him dinner first.
I texted him
Do. Thanks, Vinny. I ban everyone as soon as I'm upset and explain why I did and tell them off. It's fun. How many times, Jason? How many people have you banned in one stream, Jason? It's like 20 or 30 people or something like that. It was a lot. No, already been in there. Duh. The tower.
The tower.
Tower, a spooky tarot card.
Yep. Kitsune is here. 20 in one stream, 50 altogether. They hang out group chats and troll for fun. Awesome. Seem to have lost my Yara rune. That's okay, but they'll get a level 3 ball of bandage, which is fine by me. Take dark matter all day. Okay. Had to talk to the liquor sister? What? This is where I start to lose. Just look at the chat and wander into things. It's totally fine. Look, I barely even know her. You quit what? Drinking beer, Jason? I used to date a girl whose dad told me that if you take a few shots of olive juice before you go in for blood work, it comes back normal. A little bit. Yeah, things got a little funky in here earlier, man. I don't know. Hey, look at that. Need all the help I can get my little paws on. The moon. I drink tons of beer. Root beer, that is. Fair enough. Isaac! So, where are we gonna go? We're gonna go to the negative, and we're going to pick an item. Pick an item, we'll pick this item. Mutant Spider Quad Shot, and we're gonna get the heck out of Boss Rush. Why? Because we can. Did we get a soul heart from that guy? That was great. Still not good, so I gotta quit. Well, you know. Actual alcohol, I'm not a drinker. I'm on some pretty serious medication for neuromuscular problems. Oh yeah, that would be bad if you were to mix alcohol with that stuff.
Yeah. I was just like going through new releases and I saw RuPaul. I was like, what? And it's like new episodes, so I clicked it and it's got 8 seasons now. Yeah.
Takes so long to charge because of quad shots. I can't do hangovers, so I rarely drink. I used to think hangovers were like a good thing because it was the sign of a good night the night before. But they're really just a pain in the stomach. Well, that's about the easiest room I ever had. Oh, she shoots out a little bullet too. I was not aware of that. My God, quad shot and Azazel do not mix well. Come on, take him out. Poison is poison after all. You're making a good decision quitting. Absolutely. I like drinking as much as the next guy. I had to quit smoking once. I wouldn't say it was the hardest thing I ever did, but it was something I had to do. I still miss it to this day. I don't really get cravings anymore, but I miss it. I miss smoking cigarettes. I can't smoke because I have COPD. Being around it doesn't bother me very much. Everybody knows it's a filthy, disgusting habit, but, you know, I miss it. I don't judge any smokers. Whether you smoke tobacco or cannabis or whatever. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. I, to this day, do not know how that works. What that pill exactly does. I don't get it. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we pulled off a level 4. Ball of bandages. Perfect. You made Super Bandage Girl. Ba-da, look at her in all her glory. Haven't had a cigarette in a year or two, but I vape. I never did vape. Got some massive inner ear infections, and even now my brain goes, "Hey, you know you could." Yeah, shut up, brain. Oh, you know what? I love cigarettes. I love smoking cigarettes. I like the smell of them. When I drink, I smoke about 3 times as much as I used to. But I had to decide not to do it anymore because I had COPD, and that makes it kind of hard to breathe. You know? Did both of you finally quit, Carly? Because I know Mike's been talking about it for a while with that, what was that, the pack-a-day kind of reward thing he had going on. That was pretty genius. Oh, come on. Come on! Because we need more bombs. Because 20 of them isn't enough. Oh, get out of town. I can't see anything. I have no idea what my health is like right now. It's probably terrible. Both of us, he has quit at the same time, 10 or 11 days now. He's started to separate a pack a day from smoking, and he now has been more successful in quitting. My health helps incentive. That's awesome. That's great. Paralysis card. Awesome. It lives. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. Yay, that was pretty easy. hush fight. I don't think we're going to do that. We are in the negative, so we have to go downstairs. Oh, man. This is awful. I need the dark bum. Just avoid things and let Bandage Girl take care of them, because that's gonna work. No, we're dead. That's okay. Game over. Oh. Anyway, guys, it is 8 minutes to 9, top of the hour. I'm not gonna start a new run. It's been fun tonight. It's been something. It got a little heated in here earlier. I didn't really enjoy that. So we're gonna endeavor to keep things a little bit cooler. Cooler heads prevail. I do appreciate each and every one of you coming in here tonight and hanging out with me and talking to me about movies and all kinds of stuff. Tons of fun. But like I said, cooler heads will prevail next time. Thank you so much for coming. I will be back here maybe with some more Isaac tomorrow. Maybe not with some Isaac tomorrow. I don't know. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants until Hitman 2 comes out. So I guess we'll see you then. Thank you very much once again for coming in, and I will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye for now, guys. Be well, be safe, and please, please try to be happy. Thank you again. Uncle Strange is